any worse.
Yeah.
Hey,
Maybe.
no, I'm sure the landlord will be paying attention next time. Wouldn't you think?
I would hope so.
He's got bullet holes he's got to fix.
Jesus. Yeah. Yeah. Wow. That's gonna be interesting.
Oh, where'd this dog go? Come on, Toby Dog. Whoops. Forgot what I was doing. Come on, little buddy. My phone doesn't like the cold. My phone doesn't like the cold. It's like the camera lenses. The camera lens is all foggy on the bottom. Come on, Toby Dog. I'm letting him run loose today. See what he's gonna do. Come on, buddy. Easy. Come on. I don't see any chat. Welcome to the live chat. Welcome, welcome, friend. Thanks for the thumbs up. Ooh, the sun's bright. I should have put on a ball cap. I don't normally let the dog run around like this. I don't know why this phone is... I think it's just cold. Let's see. Hey, Wamoyu, thank you so much. I'm gonna have to cover my phone to see if I can't get it to operate correctly. But it's gonna cover up the chat. Come on, Toby. Come on, Toby. He done disappeared under somebody's house. There he is. You can see it snowing. Can you see the snow? I'll concentrate on a tree and you can see the snow go by. Come on, little buddy. Come on. Come on. How was your day? It stretched into the night. Come on, Toby. There's a bunch of dogs that live there. That lady's got 3 dogs. Come on, Toby. He don't listen. I'm gonna have to put him on the leash. Hey, Miss TikTok Vlogs. Welcome, welcome. I'm trying to walk this dog, but he's not cooperating. And he's not coming when I call him. Toby, come. Hey. I don't know what he's doing. Come. Misbehave. Usually when somebody gives you a treat like this, letting you run free, you'd think you'd behave if somebody was letting you run loose when you normally don't get to. Oh, I should have went horizontal. I messed it up. Hey, hey, wait. Hey. Hey, come here. Come on. Now we got, hey, Toby, come. Now we got to set some discipline. Come, heel, heel, sit. We got to set some boundaries. Okay, come on. Oh, it's a beautiful day out. I think it's about 24 degrees with light snow falling. We're supposed to get like an inch today. If it happens, I don't know. It's snowing. The, the snow's coming down pretty light. I don't know if it will. Excuse me. If it'll get up to an inch. I just been working all day. I made some dinner or some lunch. Macaroni and cheese. Yum yum. I haven't made a box of macaroni and cheese in probably 6 months or at least. Hey, 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 hey. That's a busy street. Hey, wait. Wait. That's a busy street, Toby. You gotta wait. Right here. Right here. Hey. Wait. He knows what he's supposed to be doing. But he does what he wants to do. Hey, Anastasia. Look at the baby. Look at the baby running loose. Of course, he's not paying attention either. I love to see him running. I'm hoping by this time next year, I'll be able to walk him out without the leash all the time. It just depends on if he starts behaving or not. If he doesn't come when he's called, then to me he's misbehaving because it's a safety issue. Okay, come on. Excuse me. It's a safety issue when he's not on the leash and if he doesn't call when you tell him to come. He looks happy. We're 2 days away from our show. I still have to press my ties. Wait. Wait. The wind's blowing pretty good, making it colder. Wait. Wait. Hey, wait. Okay, come on. I try to make him stop at every corner. When he's on the leash, a lot of times we'll just keep walking if it's clear, but since he's off leash, I'm gonna make him stop and sit at every corner. So he knows it's a situation where something's going on, he's gotta pay attention. Hey! Hey! Toby, come! Toby, come! Come on! See, he's thinking whether he wants to or not. Hey! Toby, come, try again. Try again, come on. Don't be a bad boy. Hey! Hey, bad boy. Did you see? So now we're gonna put the leash on. Because he's proven he's not gonna. Hey, wait! He's not gonna pay attention to me. Wait! I told you to come, knucklehead. There we go. Safety first. He made it a few blocks. Safety first. Now the snow's coming down a little thicker. Maybe it's just because it's coming right at us. Look at all the birds. All the little chickadees. The sun's so bright I can't really see the chat. I cannot see it at all, really. Let me see. Is that Eve Hakika? Hey, welcome, welcome. Hey, Larry. Yeah, I can't see the chat. I can barely see it. The sun is so bright. Even though it's behind the clouds, with the snow, it reflects off the snow. Howdy, fam. How's it going, Larry? Larry, what night do you go live? When can we come and see you sing? When do we get to come see you sing, Larry? Yeah, hey, Toby. Anastasia said, "Oh, Toby. See, now your freedom is gone." Yeah, that's the way it goes. He'll get better at it. Larry says he's not sure, really. You don't do a scheduled? Okay, come on. Okay, come on. A certain day of the week, every Thursday. Thursdays are good. Thursdays are good and Tuesdays are good. Sundays are good. Last night I did a vertical live stream instead of the horizontal. And I got a whole bunch of views, but they were real short. And you know how it averages out. 3 or 4 people stayed all night, and then 100 people came in for a minute. But it was double the views than when I it was double the views than when I do a vertical or a horizontal stream, but it was less WH. I didn't look at the ads or anything yet. I much prefer the horizontal, but when I walked out of the house, it never occurred to me to turn the phone sideways for this live stream. Too much to remember. Ooh, I'm sweating. It's 24 degrees out and I'm sweating. I must have dressed too heavy. You go live when you can. Gotcha. Whew. I gotta unzip this coat again. Well, we don't have anything exciting to report today. It's the same old as yesterday. Except today we get to go for a walk. Yesterday we didn't get to walk. We had a good class on Tuesday night. We got another class tonight, but it's too close to the dog show. Dog show's Saturday for us. Saturday and Sunday, so I'm not going to go to that class. I don't want my knees hurt for a couple days after the classes, you know what I mean? From all the running around. And I want to have them good for Saturday, 2 days from now. I did a bunch of running on Tuesday, and on Wednesday it was like I could barely walk. My knees were swelled up like basketballs. It hurt good. But we needed the practice. We needed the practice and the confidence booster of the teacher. the last time we were there before Tuesday, the teacher said, if I didn't know better, if I didn't already know you, and I just saw you in the ring and this was the ring today, she said, I'd swear you were one of the professional handlers. And I got the biggest grin. I couldn't stop smiling. It made me feel really good. Because when we first got to that class last year, or earlier in the year, I was a mess. I was a mess. I think she's made all the difference. She's really good. Her name's Sarah. She was amazed at us on Tuesday. She kept gushing and gushing. Oh, you guys look so good. You look so good. I was happy. It made me happy. Because we hadn't been to class and we'd only been to one class in over a month. But I think about it all the time. You know what I mean? You know how the teachers tell you when you're for something physical, you think about doing it. You picture yourself in your head doing it exactly the way you want to do it. Whether you're diving off the diving board or running a race, anything. So I spent a lot of time picturing us running around the ring and what we're doing and what I'm doing wrong and what I need to do right. All the little things you got to do. How you got to hold your hands. How you stack your dog up. How you stand when the judge is going over your dog. How do you stand when you're in the lineup? How's your dog looking here? How's your dog looking there? There's a lot going on. So I spent a lot of time thinking about it. And I guess it's paying off. We'll see. We'll see if we can get some more wins. I think there was only one dog show last year that we didn't score points. Oh no, there was two different clusters we didn't score points. Two different whole weekends. There was one weekend where there was only one other border collie. And that border collie whooped us every day for 4 days. But it was a toss-up every day. The judges had us doing stuff over and over again together, so she could compare the dogs. Both all 4 days it was like that. They wanted to give Toby the win. I'm the weak link, and I wasn't handling them right. If I would have handled them that weekend the way we did on Tuesday night, we would have won. But see, we were up against a grand champion. That's why that dog beat us 4 days in a row. He was already a grand champion, like silver grand champion or something. And come on, Bubba. And in order for the judge to pick Toby over that grand champion, Toby's a class dog, they're called, because since he doesn't have his championship yet. In order for them to pick Toby over that champion, the grand champion, Toby would have to be super special, and he is super special, but he had a bad handler. A good handler can win with a bad dog, but a bad handler can't win with a good dog. That makes sense to you. Hey, Helen Okoya. Welcome. Thank you for coming by. Yeah. So hopefully I've worked my way up into being a good handler. We'll see what happens this coming weekend. There's going to be 14 dogs, 14 border collies in this competition. If we can win the class dogs, there's 6 class dogs. And then there's 6 class dogs, boys like Toby. And then I believe there's 4 or 5 class girl dogs. So if we can beat all 10 of those, or all the other 9 of those, we'll get our first major. We'll get our first 3-point win. But we got to beat the class dogs. And then there's four, I think there's 4 or 5 champion dogs. There's 4 males and 1 female, I believe, is what I saw on the calendar. I'm probably remembering it wrong, but so we got a good chance of getting our first major win in this weekend. We're gonna get 2 tries at it. 1 try on Saturday and 1 try on Sunday. They actually have 4 days of competition. There's also Thursday and Friday shows, but I would have to miss work to go to them, and I don't want to miss a day's pay. Money's too tight already, right? Right, world? Right, everybody else in the world? Money's too tight to be missing days just for a dog show. Ooh, I found some shade. I can look at the chat now. 7 thumbs up. Hey, 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 we're moving along. Toby's gonna eat all the yellow snow everywhere we go. Yuck. You know what the yellow snow is, right? You know what the yellow snow is? That's where the dogs went to the bathroom. That's where he's sticking his nose in there, sniffing it. Yucky, yucky. I'll make sure I don't let him kiss me later. Okay, come on. Okay, come on. Okay, come on. Wow, these people don't shovel their... I don't think anybody lives here. Nobody lives here, fam. Who's looking for a house to rent? Who's looking for a place? Here's a place right here. Nobody lives here. Does that say Simone TV? Hey, hey, Simone TV, welcome, welcome. I can't, it's so bright out, I can't see the chat. Hardly at all. Yep, we're enjoying the snow and more coming at us. Look at that. It's supposed to snow today, and it's supposed to snow again tomorrow. I'm not seeing any accumulation though. If we get an inch, well, it covered the sidewalks. Just enough to cover the sidewalk. How's your day, Simone? I'm guessing you're on your way home from work. I'm thinking it's evening time over in Great Britain. I think you're like 5 hours ahead of us, right? It's 1:45 p.m. here in Michigan, East Coast time. USA East Coast time. I'm thinking you guys are 5 hours ahead of us in the future. Oh, look at that tree. That tree needs to come down. But you know why it's still standing? You know why that tree's still standing? It's all rotted and dried out, dead. But it's still standing there because the tree is between the sidewalk and the house. And it's the homeowner's responsibility to take it down. That's why it's still there. If that tree was between the sidewalk and the curb, the sidewalk and the street, the city would have took it down long ago. Wow, what a danger. I never noticed that tree before. I know we walk down the street all the time. I think we use this street to go the other direction when we're coming home from the park. The park's just about 5 blocks ahead of us, but we're not going that far. His paws are going to get too cold. We're turning at this next corner. Okay, come on. Okay, come on. Simone, he was running loose earlier. I didn't have a leash on him, but he wasn't paying attention. So I had to put the leash back on him. These streets are too dangerous to let him run loose all the time. 2 dogs before him, Charlie Boy, the dog that's been in my night streams. That dog you could walk through crowds with unleashed, without a leash on. He listened good. He would get, you know how you see Toby get way ahead of me? That dog would get ahead of me like that, and I'd give him a, and he'd turn around and try, and then circle me and go and start his trek again. Okay, let's go. We can't keep stopping, Tobe. We're on a mission to walk you and get home. Gotta go back to work. No. Sorry if I yelled in your ears, folks. We're working on him not chasing them trucks. You see, he was getting ready to launch himself, wasn't he? He was getting ready to do his thing and start jumping and barking and trying to get at it. We stopped him in his tracks. I yelled at him just at the right time. Now here comes another one coming behind us, a school bus. So he'll probably get crazy real quick again for a second. Leave it. Good boy, leave it. Good boy. Wow, he behaved excellent. You got to start talking to him early. Did you see the bus wasn't even anywhere near us, and I was telling him leave it. So he knew there was something coming up he wasn't supposed to be messing with. It worked out just right. There is a lot to training a dog. Let me tell you. You can have your dog and not put him no training, and then you just got a dumb dog. Or you can put the training into him and have a wonderful dog. It takes lots and lots of time, lots and lots of effort. Lots of love. Right, puppy? Right, buddy? Lots of love. Uh-oh, there's a loose bully dog. Which way are we going? Come on, Tobe, let's go the other way. We don't want to mess with no bull. Where they call them pit bulls? Come on. We don't need no pit bulls messing with us. I didn't bring a big stick or anything. I'd have to wrestle them down with my bare hands to get them off you. Hey, come on. Not a problem. We'll go back the other way, right? Smart decision. Look at that dog. That dog ran back out to the front yard over there. Oh, we don't need no trouble. That would suck. Toby get into a big fight 2 days before the dog show. Not even 2 days. A day and a half. Go ahead. I'm going this way. Come on, Tobes. Okay. Wait. Come here. Come here. Okay. Toby, good boy. Yeah, Toby's a good boy. I think I'm going to start sending him back to school too. 1 day a week. Like every Monday. He used to go every Monday and Tuesday. But it's crazy expensive. I have to skip going out to lunch all week. And dinner. I have to cook from home all week to send him to school 1 day. I know he misses it. It'll give him something to do. He's been getting in the habit the last few days of going to sleep after breakfast. Hey, come on. He's going to sleep after breakfast, and he's never done that. After breakfast, he normally goes outside. Excuse me. But this week he's been going to sleep. I don't want that happening. He'd get too lazy. Oh, geez, another dog. This one's on a leash. I don't know why people put dogs on chains in the front yard when they got a backyard to put them in. Can you see that little troublemaker? There's a house over by mine that they tie the dog in the front yard like that, but they tie it so that the dog can almost reach the street. So you cannot walk by that house at all because the dog will come out and attack you. Crazy people. Come on now. We're gonna walk over here. We're gonna walk over here. We don't need a bite on our ankle. The little dog will bite Toby. No, Toby. Hey, come on. Hey. Behave. Little brat. Geez, we're seeing the bad side of Toby today. There's that greenhouse was where that dog was loose. The pit bull. I could barely hang on to Toby there because my feet were sliding. Hey, back up. Oh, we hit 10 thumbs ups. There we go. Now I'm happy. Happy. Has anybody else come in before since the last time I looked down here? You can't read it. Oh, Mine Channel. Hey, how's it going? I can't even see it. Let me see. Yep. Welcome. TD Willits, does that say Willits? Welcome to you too. I really can't see it. Come. Welcome everybody. We're enjoying this beautiful walk. You can see Toby's digging in the snow. Look at that. So the reason the dogs do that is because they have scent glands and sweat glands in the bottoms of their feet, between their toes. And he's actually, when he does that, he's making a mark, leaving his scent. He's not just digging. He's leaving his scent there. He's making a mark that He's King Toby, and this is where he is. This is his spot. You know what I mean? I did not know that. I always thought that that the dogs did that to scatter the poop around, to scatter the poop and pee, the scent of it. But no, they're digging their scent into the ground, making a mark like bears scratch trees. The bears will reach up as high as they can and scratch the trees, leaving their marks. That's what Toby's doing, but on the ground. Toby Tobes. He was sick this morning. He woke me up. I could hear him puking. I don't know what it was. It was, when he spit up was just, it was all, I don't know, like phlegm. It didn't look like, didn't look like food or anything. It was just liquid. Whoop, and now he's going to do his thing. Purple bag time. It's purple bag time. Put you down for a second, folks. Find it's hot. This is the shot that that YouTube's they're gonna override my my thumbnail, and they're gonna put the purple bag in there. That's what they do it every time. So let's sport it. Give them a good pose. It's funny. They'll take the purple bag over. Come here. All right. Back. Oh geez, I didn't realize the camera was turned around. There we go. You guys didn't get to see the purple bag challenge. I had the camera turned around. The purple bag challenge. All right, who needs a bicycle? Anybody? Who needs a bicycle? So that's probably a stolen bicycle. Left right there. Unless one of the kids from the high school left it there. The high school's just a couple blocks that way. I don't know where you're going, buddy, but I'm going this way. Come on. Come on. Wait a minute. There you go. There you go. Winter Wonderland. Here's that brand new house that we've been walking by since summertime. Somebody built a brand new house right here in the city. We've been walking past here, showing it to y'all since summertime. They've got it all did up, looks like. They're probably putting in cabinets and putting in walls and things like that right now. Nice little house. I think I saw a for sale sign out here not too long ago. Somebody must have already bought it. Brand new everything. Brand new everything. I don't think I've ever lived in a brand new house. Let me think. No. Never ever. When I was a teenager, we had a townhouse that we were the second people in. Like, the first people lived in it for the first 5 years it was built, and then we moved in. But that's the closest I ever lived into a brand new house. You know, here in USA, a lot of people build a new house and then they live there for 10 or 20 years, then they build another one. There's people that build houses and live in them till they sell them and then build more. Making that money. I can't see the chat, I'm sorry. It's just too bright out. Subbed and dubbed and commented. Thank you. Except I can't read the name. It's so bright out. Oh, butter roll. Butter tart. I can't remember. I can't see. But anyhow, here we go. Butter tart. Yeah, welcome. I'm just trying to look at the... Hey, Bill. What's going on, Bill? Long time no see. How's it been going? It's been a minute. I was just on, maybe a week ago. I made sure I've seen everything. We're out doing our thing. Oh, you got a headache today? I can see today right now. Butter tart. Stubborn headache. Anastasia had the flu a few days ago. She was looking bad. I imagine she wasn't feeling that good either. I get headaches rarely. It's usually when my blood pressure's too high. I'll get a headache and get sick to my stomach. But it's rare. I take quite a few pills for the blood pressure. So I usually only have a problem when I skip the pills or if I eat salt. If I cook with salt or put salt on something, then my blood pressure will go crazy. Even saltine crackers. I buy the unsalted crackers. Believe me, they taste terrible. Believe me, they taste terrible without salt on them. I don't even have a humidifier running. And I feel it in the mornings. I got a dry nose, but it's not too bad. I used to have a big console humidifier, and that filling that thing up all the time was such a hassle. But it made for nice humidity in the house. The furnace has a humidifier on it, but it doesn't work at all. It doesn't work. It doesn't do it runs, but it doesn't do nothing. It doesn't make any difference in the humidity in the house. Yeah, if you get sinusitis, that dry air messes you up, especially in the house. Whoa. You almost got to see me fall for the third time this year. My foot went out good. Let me see if I can get a sideways picture of Toby. Hey, slow down so people can see you. Slow down so people can see you. Most of the time, all you get to see is his behind, because he's always walking out in front of us. You know, when I first started live streaming with him, I kept him on a real tight leash and held the camera down really low. And I've gotten lazy, and now I just hold it like this. I was always trying to get a side view of Toby. I can get it real good with the selfie stick, but it makes your arm ache after a while. You can't hold that thing for an hour. Tomorrow's the opening ceremonies of the Winter Olympics in Italy. Oh, wow. I like Winter Olympics. I like to watch the hockey. I like to watch the downhill, the ski jump. That's always cool to see. But that's about it. Curling. I don't watch any of the figure skating or anything like that. I did years ago, but not really anymore. The big sporting event that every year that I used to watch was the Tour de France. The Tour de France, the bicycle race. I watched that every year for decades and decades. I used to even pay the $60, $70 to get the TV package for the Tour de France, the what do you call it? The internet access. And I'd watch all the races. If I was gone, I'd watch them on the replay. I followed the leaderboard, all that. And it all changed like a couple of years after they caught Lance Armstrong cheating. After he finally admitted that he had been cheating all those years. And I kind of stopped watching it. And then I watched it a little bit when that Bradley Wiggins from Great Britain was winning. And I didn't see one race this year. Last year I watched a couple races because I wanted to see the Mark Cavendish. He's a bicycle sprinter. He wins a bunch. He wins a lot of the small races. I wanted to see him. He was setting records last year. And I think I only watched a few of them. Mark Cavendish. I think he's retired now. They called him the Manx Minx or something like that. He was explosive. Probably still is. He could pedal that bike. If I was ever going to be a serious athlete, that's probably what I would have done, was bicycling. the cycling. I was a real good cycler in my ute. When I was a ute, I can still ride forever, but I doubt I'm very fast. Even with my broken knees, I can ride and ride and ride. That's like one of the first videos of Anna's I watched. She was riding a bicycle like a champ on the road, a road bike. You remember that, Anastasia? We just talked about that like a couple weeks ago. I don't even think it was that long ago. It was so funny. I left her messages on that video and she deleted them. She deleted them twice. I thought, oh man, this lady doesn't like me. Well, I'm gonna make her like me. I'm gonna go to her live stream every day for the next year. Here we are. Imagine. I had to find out why she didn't like me. She said she did it by accident. That's what she told me a couple days ago. Yeah, that's funny. Well, our neighbors moved today and yesterday. They were packing yesterday. They were hauling stuff yesterday, and they were hauling stuff this morning. Not next door or straight across the street, but across the street and over one house. They moved out. That's the house that had the 2 drive-by shootings this last summer, or the fall, whatever you want to call it. They shot at the house 2 times. The first time I actually heard it, I had just woke up. My alarm, it was 5 a.m. in the morning, almost exact. My alarm just went off. I turned the alarm off, and I was rolling over. I heard pop, 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 pop. And I'm like, dang. I rolled down. You never know what they're shooting at. It sounded like it was right next to my house. It was that close. And my bedroom's on that side. And the window points that way, Yeah, pop, 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 pop. I ran to the door and looked outside. And I don't think I saw who did the shooting, but like a minute later, a car pulled up and somebody came running out of the house and they handed him something. And then the car drove away. And then someone came out of the house a few minutes later and disappeared into the darkness. It was at night. It was early morning, so it was dark. And then like 5 minutes later, the cops come driving by and they circled around for several times, but they were so late getting there. They weren't ever going to catch nobody. So like a day or 2 later, they went door to door, knocking on everybody's door to see if they saw anything. And I was coming home. Hey, come here, come. He's pulling on me too much. I can't take it. No. So I talked to him out in the street when I got home and told him what I had heard. And then, I think it was that night that whoever it was came back and shot at the house again. It was 2 days later. And the bad guys came by again and shot up the house. That one I didn't hear. I didn't even know they came a second time. But my next door neighbor and the lady across the street told me about it. And the bad part, it's really bad. Someone's shooting at your house. But it turned out that the people were looking for. There was the mom had 2 teenage daughters and a teenage son. And one of the teenage daughters had an older boyfriend staying there. and the gangsters were coming looking for the boyfriend. So they shot up the girlfriend's house, and on top of that, the mom was in the hospital at the time, so just the kids were staying there. There was no adults staying with the teenagers. They were just there by themselves because the mom was in the hospital with some kind of broken leg or something, surgery. Toby. Isn't that crazy? Can you imagine getting that phone call? Getting a phone call, waking you up in the hospital. Mom, they shot up the house. Crazy, crazy people. But thank goodness they moved. They moved. They're gone. My neighbor lady, that's been my next door neighbor lady for 40 years, she was outside when we were leaving this morning. I mean, just now when we left to go on our walk. I keep thinking it's morning. She said, geez, hope we don't get anybody worse. And I said, hopefully the landlord screens the next people a little better. The landlord's got bullet holes to fill, you know? I'm sure he doesn't want his house getting shot up by the next ones. This house here needs to get tore down. They came through and put windows in it, and they half-assed put some siding on it. And since then the siding's blown off, the house wrap's blown off. Look, it's missing all that siding right there. Nobody's taking care of it. I can't believe the city lets it sit like that. All that's blown off it. There was house wrap on it. Come on. I don't know where you're going. I'm going this way. Well, fam, the time has come for us to say game over. I want to thank everybody for coming and hanging out with us, going for this walk. It was a good walk. We needed it bad. And Toby got to run a little bit off leash. Got to talk with some great friends. I didn't get to see much of the chat because it was so bright out. Anastasia, no, we got a couple blocks to go before we get home. Almost there. I'm just starting the goodbyes. But I'm not gonna have an Anna goodbye. You know how we are. Our endings are short and sweet. Okay, come on. Yeah, it's a nice day. Hopefully tomorrow will be another nice day. We can get out and get a walk in. I talked to a fellow yesterday a businessman from town here that knows a lot of people, and I talked to him about did he have a warehouse or open area inside where I could run Toby around to exercise him for the next month or two while it's still too cold out. And he says he'll look into it. If he doesn't have a spot, he probably knows somebody. He mentioned somebody right off the bat that had a warehouse downtown he's going to check with. That would be great. All I need is an hour a day, hour and a half. Take Toby inside, run him around. All we can do in our house, my house is small. All we can do is like a obedience type work. We can't do any running in there. If I've got a basement that's big enough to run around in, but there's walls down there, walls and rooms and all kinds of stuff in the basement that you store in the basement. So there's no running around down there. Come on, Bubba. We're trying. Come on, Bubba. These two houses or this house on the corner is empty now. There's two houses on the corner here that nobody ever stays living in. They might move in for a year, or even just a few months, and then they move out. This gray house right here and that tan house right there. nobody ever stays long in this house right here. I don't know why. Don't know why. The last people here had a big dog, a big black dog. They said they lived out in the country, and the dog here kept getting loose. And they were always, like, every few days they were running around the neighborhood looking for it. This house here, nobody ever stays at either. I can't remember the last time somebody's actually lived here. I think they're renovating it, and the guy that's renovating it is staying in it. But no one ever stays here long either. This house caught fire back in the mid 1990s. I'm trying to think. Yeah, somewhere around 92 or 94, I think it was, right around in there. I'm trying to think of how old my oldest was. My oldest was probably 10, 11 years old, 12 years old. And then the little guy, Andrew, would have been 6 or 7. So around 1995, the house caught fire when the little kids were inside. The mom wasn't home, and 2 of the kids died. 2 of the little kids died. They were playmates of my kids. Everybody in the neighborhood knew them. I knew them. I knew all the little kids because they were always over playing with my kids. You know what I mean? All the kids in the neighborhood played together. And I felt so bad for the mom. I knew the dad. I knew the mom. Not socially, just from being neighbors. And one of the kids that died lived for like a week or 2 or something in the hospital, and then he died. They died from the smoke inhalation. And then I don't think it was 10 years later that the oldest son that had lived through the fire, he died from something, I don't know what. So all her kids had died by, I don't know, early 2000s. That's a sad, sad story, but nobody ever stays in this house long, and nobody stays in that corner long. This is the nicest this house has looked. They're putting a lot of work into it. That's all new siding and painting, and I imagine they're redoing the entire inside again. That's what I think the people on the corner were doing. I think they were staying in it while they were refurbishing it for the owner or something. I don't know. There was a big dumpster out there forever. Toby, don't. Anyhow, on that sad note, sorry to be a downer, but I'm sure everybody likes to hear my stories, right? It's too fast as hell. I know we got our hour in. I've got to get back to work. Otherwise, I got to keep working late tonight. What time is it? It's already 2:30. Yeah, I left the house at 1 o'clock, 5 minutes after 1. Toby, I'm going this way. Well, fam, hugs and kisses and lots of love. Hugs and kisses and lots of love to everybody. Thanks for coming and visiting. I sure appreciate y'all keeping us company. You know, I don't come in life here. I'm not around very many people just because of the nature of my work. And I live alone. I'm living the life of a monk for reasons we'll not go into. But it sure is a great thing to have my YT friends. Even if we only get to chat a couple times a day, it's still my connection to the world. And you guys are great, and I sure appreciate everybody. Say goodbye, Tobes. Say goodbye. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Look what I got. Look what I got. See, he doesn't know I got treats in my pocket. So he's gonna misbehave. Watch how in line he gets. Look at him, pulling me. Look at him at the end of the line. Toby. Uh-oh, what happened? Toby. Look what I got. I got one little treat. I got one little treat. You think you're gonna get it? How about some game overs, fam? Game over, and we're gonna be on. We're done for our walk. Here, Bubba, come on. See, Toby's gonna behave and be all next to me now because I got one little treat. But guess what, Tobe? Guess who's gonna get this treat? Guess who's gonna get this treat? Who's that, fam? Who's that, fam? Look at that. Who's this? Who's this? Hey, River Girl. Here you go, baby. Here, baby. It's a good girl. It's a good girl, yes. Yes, it's a good baby. Yeah, she's a good baby. Yeah, how's River Girl? How's River Girl? Yeah, River Girl. Yeah, she's such a good baby. Look at her and Toby. Her and Toby buddies. Be a good girl, River. I guess she's got hip problems. But look at how she stands up on her hind legs to come say hi to us all the time. Such a good girl. Such a good girl, yeah. Yeah, it's a good baby. It's a good baby. Okay. All right, fam, game over. Game over. Game over. Game over. Game over. Oh, maybe we can get a raid in. I'm not sure who's going to be on this time of day. Let me take a quick look. Give me 30 seconds. I'll be right back. 30 seconds. All right, fam. I think I got it set. I think I got it. All right. All right. We got somebody give us a game over. That's good enough. I can't even see who it is. Anastasia got us our game over. All right, fam. We're on our way. Leave a thumbs up to over there where we're headed, and if you could stay 15 minutes, show some love and support. You could throw up your own Toby Dog raid when you get there. I can't type one in here right now. I got dog in one hand and phone in the other. And we'll see you there. Thanks everybody for coming along for today's walk. And we'll see you next time. Bye. Bye-bye, bye-bye. There's the fingers. Toby, come and say goodbye. Toby, come and say goodbye.